Hi, I'm Katie, and thanks for joining me for day 14 for 21 for 2021. And I'm glad to be here today because I'm going to talk about something that has been a work in progress for me for a long time. And I think it's something that is relatable to a lot of people. And that thing is trust. A small 5-letter word, but boy, does it have a lot of weight tacked onto it. You know, trust, it's this firm, concrete belief in someone or something. And sometimes it's hard to trust because we've been let down or we've been burned. But there's a couple things that I can say that I trust. You know, like for example, my water heater at home. I trust that it'll give us hot water, or our furnace, that it'll keep our house warm. Or sometimes, most of the time, I can trust my car to get me from point A to point B. And I trust my husband, that we're partners in life and I can lean on him. But the thing that I've been working really hard at to trust more and more each day is God. Because of the words that I read in the Bible, which are His words and they're true and reliable, I've really started to trust and lean into God, into my relationship with Him. Because the fact is, God is trustworthy. We can count on God. He is reliable. And there's a couple verses in the book of Proverbs that remind me of this. It's in chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. It's trust in the Lord with all of your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all of your ways, submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. And there's two things that really stick out to me when I read those verses, and it helps provide direction for a straight path. Because I've always had this desire to have direction in my life. Don't we all, right? We all want to know where we're going, how to get there, and hope that it's a straight path. You know, growing up, when I would be praying to God, I always envisioned myself on a dirt road. And I'd be praying and I'd say, God, I just so desperately want to be going down the right path. Like, show me and guide me to the path that you've laid out for my life. Because that's what we want. We want direction. And these verses in Proverbs, they tell us how to do that. They give us direction. It says, trust in the Lord with all of your heart and submit to Him in all of your ways. So notice it doesn't say trust in Him and submit to Him just on your good days, or trust in Him with all your heart, submit to Him in all of your ways only when you need Him, only when you're struggling. No, it says with all your heart in all of your ways all the time. That's the goal. But you know, we're human, we're imperfect, we're going to veer off our path, but it's about taking steps. It's about trying your best, about leaning in and surrendering. Because God is reliable and we can trust Him. He won't let us down. He's proven it time and time again in our lives. And I envision it like a trust fall, right? Remember when I remember doing that with my sisters, like, all right, you're behind me. Are you really going to catch me? Are you really going to catch me? But when I'm trusting God and leaning in, I fall and I know with certainty He will catch me. He's there. He's always there. But then there's times, so many times in my life, where I think I'm going to fall. I think I'm going to trust Him. And I catch myself. I hesitate. That's when I'm leaning on my own understanding. And boy, oh boy, do I do that way too much. And we also desperately want to know, we want to understand sometimes why things happen, especially lately. Why are these things happening? I just want to understand. But sometimes we just won't understand. That's the reality of it, because we only have our human, earthly perspective. But God, the creator of all things. His perspective is way up here. And it's far greater and far bigger than our perspective ever will be. He has a plan for every single one of us. And sometimes we just won't understand. So when we don't understand, we have to trust. We have to trust him because he is trustworthy. And the reality is, it says in Proverbs, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. These two things are mutually exclusive. So that means you can't trust God and also lean on your own understanding. You have to trust God and lean not on your own understanding. And I know when I have leaned on my own understanding in life, I've been let down. I've been burned. That's why trust can be so hard. But when I'm trusting God over here and leaning in and surrendering with all of my heart in all of my ways, he's always, always, always there. We can count on him. He's trustworthy. So, 2 questions that I want to challenge us all to really dig in. Journal about these questions. Number 1, where in your life are you not trusting God? Number 2, what is holding you back from trusting him with all your heart? Take time to journal those 2 thoughts. And I'm going to say a quick prayer. Pray this prayer before you journal. Okay? Pray with me. Dear Lord, please show us the areas in our life where we are not trusting you fully. Because God, we want to trust you. We want to trust you. Help us to trust you with all of our heart. Amen. Thanks for joining us for day 14, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 15. See you later.